Hello, everybody. I haven't been here in a while, but today I thought I would jump in and um, just visit with anyone who drops by while I make some journal jewelry, which basically is tassels of different types. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I've already done some. I worked on some yesterday, but I thought, I'll just jump in. So here we go. Here are the ones I did yesterday. I'll show you those first. So I can make room. So these are, they have lobster clasps at the top and little crystals and little polymer flowers, a lock and a key hanging off of it. So that's basically what this particular kind is. They're pretty cute and nice and dangly. I'm trying to decide whether to add a tassel at the top. I'm not sure about that yet. I can see already I'm going to have to adjust my camera. I just spent 15 minutes adjusting it. Hello, everybody. Hi, Anne and Nettie. Nice to have y'all here. Close your eyes for a second. I'm going to move things. Here we go. I don't want to make anybody dizzy. Ever since I got this new camera set up, I've had problems, but we're getting there. So anyway, I just have a piece of blanket. It's a velour blanket that I use as a bead cloth under everything. And everything's laid out on here so it doesn't go running away. So there was one. Now let me find the next one. This one's pretty similar, but it's different colors, and it has a unicorn or a horse. I guess it's just a regular horse on there. Looks like a unicorn though. So these are just cute little charms that can be hung wherever you want to hang them. This one has flowers. I'm still out of frame here. Hold on. Okay, this one has flowers and it has a little owl on it. And everything's shiny, so it really affects my focus. Sorry about that. That's the best I can get it. Here's a red one. This one has apple. And again, the lock and the key. So I'm just kind of pulling things out and playing with them, and I just thought maybe it'd be a nice time to come on since I haven't been streaming for a while. Kind of been busy with things. But I miss being on here. I was on with Anne last Sunday during her stream with her and Carol. So that felt pretty good. So I'm just taking a jump ring, a little piece of chain. I'm using a small chain on these because they're a little bit shorter. I might be using a small chain if I can get this on here. Oh, thanks, Beck. You know, I always forget to do that. Okay, what's the deal here? So I'm just using a little jump ring, a little piece of chain, a lobster clasp on the end. And as always, when you close your jump rings, do it from side to side. Give it a little wiggle, make sure it's straight, and that's on. So then this one, I have 3 little piles here that I've already gotten ready. I'm putting a butterfly on this one. I ran out of I used up all my little blocks, and now I'm just finding other things that I can put on the ends. I like the ends to be a little heavier. That way they hang nicer. So here's my butterfly. Whoops, come back here, he flew away. And he's going on the end of the chain. It's easy as that. Hi, Judy. Thanks for coming, everybody. And then same thing. I just take the same jump rings and same size. They're kind of sort of a little medium size. And then I'm going to add. Now, if this day is like yesterday, I dropped everything I picked up, so be prepared. And I'm going to put some little butterflies and crystals on here. So I'll put one towards the top. Hi, Dana. Just playing with stuff. You know, I have so much stuff. But I am actually running low on charms. I can't believe that, but I am. So I'm anxiously awaiting a charm sale to happen. Hopefully it'll be soon. I'm going to put him, usually I'd put one towards the top, one towards the bottom, but I'm going to put him up a little higher because there's a big butterfly at the bottom. That'll sort of spread them out a little bit. A lot of what I'm using today, I got from Temu. All of these I got from Temu. All of these crystals, all of these butterflies. So far, I've been real happy with what I've ordered through them. Okay. Now I pre-made these little butterfly sets, and I pre-made the crystals. It goes a little faster that way, but once I use these, then I have to start doing that again. So that slows me down a little bit. And I try to be conscious of where I'm putting these so that they don't just all hang together in the same place. So I think this is a relaxing thing to do. I think we all have so much stuff. If you don't have a lot of stuff, you can't have been crafting or whatever it is you do very long, because it's just so easy to accumulate things. If you've been doing it 50 years like I have, then you know you've got stuff that's vintage now. Okay, so there's that one. It's pretty. So they go pretty fast. The only thing that's slow is when you have to stop and do these little doodadlies. They take a little bit of time. So here's I did have one key left, I guess, from yesterday, so let's do it. And of course, these are all going to be for sale on the marketplace in sometime during March, I'm sure. That's when it'll be. Unless I keep some of them, because, you know, I do keep some things. But I'm still in the process of cleaning out and using up. Hi, Angie Brown. Okay, so this one I made some little flowers. It's just boy, that focus is terrible. And I don't know what to do about it, this silly camera setup. Let me see if I can do something real quick. Is it bad on your end? Is the focus bad on your end? Sometimes when I'm looking at the computer and then I compare it later to the stream, it really is not bad. But, you know, right now I can't tell. So I hope it's not as bad as it looks to me. Okay, so here, let's put a flower up here. Whoops. Yeah, I think so too, Becky. You can't hardly, I mean, you know, there's so much on here. I was hoping that the textured blue there would help some of that, but it's really not. And there's no way around it, I guess. Maybe if I had one of those diffusers, that would work. I ordered some new pliers last night because when I make my little beady people, I need a smaller plier than this one, pointier, to make smaller loops. These loops are bigger than I would like with that one. That's the smallest one I have. So I ordered a new one of those, and my these pliers are, I mean, they're still perfectly usable, but they're not comfortable because I, squeeze that. And those are Craftsman's. They're supposed to have a lifetime warranty, but I'm not sure how to do that now because there's not a Sears around here. I think Lowe's sells them, so I'm going to have to call them and find out what the policy is now. Well, that was one of the reasons I bought a whole set of those Craftsman's, because they were small and they had a lifetime warranty. So let's see about that. But I went ahead and ordered another bent nose pliers because I really need 2 of them. And I've needed 2 for a long time, and I just haven't gotten them. Well, I was trying to think how long I've had these pliers, and I got them when I first started beading, and that's, I mean, that's over 20 years, so I would say they've lasted really well. I'm not complaining, but they do have a lifetime warranty, supposedly, so replace them. Jewelry tools are not cheap at all. New pair of pliers like this is about $24. Now, I bought a set that came in a little case of the Craftsman, which aren't considered jewelry pliers, but they're the same, pretty much the same. And they came in a little case, and there were 6 different. No, I'm sorry. I think there were 5 different ones. And I don't use all of them because I don't use some of the side cutter things and all that. They're just too rough. And but these and my round nose and my needle nose, long needle nose ones, I use them all the time. And every time I buy new pliers, which I haven't for a while, but every time I buy new ones, I think, well, these are probably going to be better than my Craftsman, but they're not. I always go back to the Craftsman. So hopefully these new ones I'm getting I'll like. I think I will. I have I ordered them from Wubbers, Wubbers, and they have nice pliers. Okay, here's another one. This one has a kitty cat, isn't it? Yeah, a little kitty cat on it. You probably can't even tell. Yeah, come on, kitty, kitty. Come on, kitty, kitty. So there's that one. It's a little bit longer. Probably could put another something on there since I got it laying here. I think my eyes are out of focus as much as the screen is. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Nettie. Because I don't think Lowe's would do it anyway. I mean, they carry the brand now, but I probably still would have to, do it myself. I'll put him right there. Okay, he's done. Whoops. see, I got one more that I'd already started or prepared. And it's another butterfly one. Nettie, aren't you getting ready to go on a trip soon? I thought you said in March, maybe? Well, yeah, Angie, we've had the rain. The last I looked, we're right at the top edge of the tornado area. But it rained all night. It's still raining. Just been a steady rain, and we have flood watches. So, but I don't think we're going to get any tornado stuff today. Of course, in Missouri, you can never tell. Just when you least expect it, there it is. You know, some days you just kind of feel fiddly. I feel kind of fiddly today, like I'm just barely holding on to stuff. Okay. So these crystals that I got from Temu, they're nice, but they're not high quality. You know, they're nice to use for things like this. I probably wouldn't use them if I was making real jewelry. But for this kind of thing, they're just fine. You can tell when you look at the clear ones. They're just not as pretty as the more expensive ones. Well, Angie, you better not be strolling off to the Mexican restaurant if it's going to be stormy. You just have to stay home and eat ramen noodles or something. My husband is off today. He's already left for the day. He one of his colleagues passed away, so he's going to the funeral. And a lot of the other guys who are, they're all getting so old now, who are retired, they'll probably go have lunch afterwards together. And I could have gone, but I hate it when I go and they get together because all they talk about is work and who's still there and what's happening and all this, and I have no interest in it. So I just sit there bored as can be. So when he mentioned I didn't have to go, I jumped at that. And I certainly wouldn't want to be out there in the rain. I told him that's the only time you guys ever get together is when somebody has passed away and you go to the funeral and then you go eat afterwards. I said, you ought to see each other when there's not something like that going on. Okay, here's the butterfly. See that one? That one might get a tassel. I think I would put tassels on all of them. I like tassels. But we'll see later about that. Okay, now I have some others that I started a while back. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and work on these and get them out of the way. And these have the bigger chains. I'll have to see if I have anything to put on them since I'm so low on stuff. These are longer. Ramen noodles. It kind of sounds good to me right now, I'm telling you. I'm kind of hungry. Okay, now what am I going to do with these? Let me see what I've got. Well, they're each going to get a tassel. I know that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what else is over here? This is a pretty charm. I like that. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. Anyway, there's a little bird sitting on a frame, and then these things are hanging down. I guess I could hang a little bead off each one, but I don't know what it's really supposed to be. It's a cute little charm. It's a nice size. But we're not going to do it today. Let's see what else is here. Little roses or some kind of flower. I don't want the double. These are connectors. I don't want to use them. Use that one. Lots of cute little things. Ooh, Shoney's. We don't have a Shoney's here anymore. I used to love their biscuits with the strawberry, whatever you call that, sauce on them. Oh, he's cute. We'll use him. Some scissors. There's a key, but it's way too big. And that is a branch. It has no connector on it. There's another rose. There's several roses in here. And more scissors. Use some of those. You know, some things you just like and you hesitate to use them because you think, oh, I'm going to find something really good to put that on. then it just sits in there forever. Christmas. Christmas. It's all Christmas. Like these. I love these bees. I don't know if you can tell what that is. It's a bee. I love them. I have 2 of them. I've not used them. They're still in there. I'm not planning on using them for a while. I like them too much. I don't know what to put them on. They'll get used someday. Not today. Alrighty, there's a few things. Okay. So, okay, Angie. See you later. Don't get caught up in the wind. I was out the other day when we were having the wind so bad, and I was sitting at a stoplight, and I thought I was going to get blown over. My car was rocking and rolling from the wind. So, see, now I have to stop and make stuff. That's the slow down part. So I'm going to take some wire. This happens to be 20 gauge wire. And I'm going to put on this. Here's some other cute little beads I got from Temu. They're really sweet little things. I like them. Let's see, what else do I know? So all I'm doing, I'm putting a loop, a closed loop, then a bead, then I cut it about 1/4 of an inch, leave about 1/4 of an inch of the wire, and try not to let the bead fly off. And then I just take the needle nose pliers, the round nose pliers, and bend the wire slightly and then curl it back. There's one. Same thing. See why this takes a while? So I'm just going to do a couple of these to go on here, and then find some little charm to put with them. They'll be cute. Oops. I've been working on some large tags, which I think came out pretty nice. What else have I worked on? Been sewing, making little pouches and quick frame purses and little cloth boxes to put stuff in on your table or whatever on your workspace. That's cute. Let's see, what are we going to put with it? How about a turtle? He would be cute on there. Cute with the green. So we'll put him on. Little turtle. He's really cute. You know, it really helps if you can see better than I can see. Oh. So let me see, what else is happening? I want to do some work in some of my art journals. I've been wanting to do that. Oh my goodness, I have so many projects in my head right now that it's hard to do like I'm doing right now, sit down and focus on one thing. Because while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about 5 other things, ideas or whatever, you know. I have too many ideas. And then you watch YouTube and your ideas increase by like 5,000%. When you watch someone else doing stuff, it makes you think of neat stuff to do. Even if it's not the same thing they're doing, it brings things to mind, I think. It does for me anyway. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for coming. I'm just working on some dangly things today. Oh, Brenda, where are you? You're getting snow. Angie's getting tornadoes. Oh, that turned out cute. I might need to move the. I'm gonna move the turtle up just a little bit. He's kind of. Can't see him very well. I like these little flowers. They really are cute. And they're small, so you could put them in a lot of places. Use them for a lot of things. You always have to hang these things a little higher than you think because, you know, they do dangle down a little bit once they get their loop on them. Okay, that's pretty cute. I like it. Okay, here's a flower. What am I going to do with this? I think I'm going to take this off and put something else on here. Because it's brass and I'm not using brass today. I like mixed metals, but sometimes, you know, I don't want it. Okay, now. There's that. Now, let's see. Not sure what I want to put with this rose. Well, I was going to put a tassel on here for one thing. That's going to take some space. So just do that. Filling out journals. See, that's the other thing I need to do. I've got quite a few journals that could be started. I'm just more in the sewing mode right now than in the journaling mode. They'll be there when I get back to it, though. If I work on it when I'm not really in that mindset, then they don't come out as anything too special. So I like to, wait until I'm ready. I do have a few that are percolating in my brain. Okay, now let's make some of these. Brenda, I have been wanting to do some of those tea bag transfers too, but we don't drink tea very often, so I don't have a lot of tea bags, and I don't want to just go out and buy them. So I was thinking about trying it on something else, but I'm not sure what yet. Maybe like parchment paper or something like that. See how that works. I thought about putting a green bead on top of here so it would look like I don't really like it. And this is just the same as the other one. I cut it about 1/4 of an inch and make a loop. Hi, Janet Nash. Good day to you. Glad you could stop by. Goodness sakes. I got stuff out yesterday to make beady people, little beady people, and I don't have the right kind of beads. Nothing was the right size, so I got to wait till I can get some more. I tried, but it just didn't work, so I put it all away. That's why I still had all this stuff out. I decided just to make jewelry, journal jewelry. Talking about things we want to do, I really want to do some beading. But I've always done it in the living room, sitting in my chair in the living room. That's the most comfortable to me. But now I have 2 dogs that are on. If I'm sitting in the living room, they're sitting on me. So it makes it kind of difficult to do that. I don't really like beading at a table very much. I don't know why, but so I haven't gotten anything out. But I'm gonna have to attempt it. The bad thing is you can't. There's no way I could sit a tray on my lap or anything with the dogs. I mean, I could do my laptop. I could crochet. I could do my stuff like that. I could even slow stitch, what y'all call slow stitch. But I can't sit a tray of beads there because they would be everywhere with the dogs. So I don't know. Maybe this summer when it's warmer here in the basement, I have a couch and everything down here I could sit on. Maybe I'll do it down here. Or make them not sit on my lap. I don't know. Cammy doesn't care. She just jumps up there anyway. Bella's a little more polite. She'll wait until I tell her to come up. Not the baby. She is all about right now. I'm doing this. I don't care. I'm doing it. Okay, let's put these on. I was doing that this morning, Ann, trying to work on a portrait. Oh my gosh, what a mess. I kept messing up and starting over, and finally I just gave up. I had to go back to it. I wish they'd stop showing me that what do you call it? Program to add to it about the alphabet because I'm so tempted and I don't need it. So, at least not for what I do right now. But it's so tempting. But it's too expensive for what it is, I think. But I'm having fun learning how to use the program. I think this lobster claw is too small for this. It's a little bitty one. So I'm going to change it. I have thought that too, Janet. Let's see, that doesn't have enough, so we're going to have to put some more on there. Let's put some red crystals, I think. I don't know, there'll be too red, maybe not. Let's see what we can do. Put 3 red crystals on here. Maybe. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Cut it to a 1/4 inch. Roll it over. There's one. I'm going to put another red one and then maybe a clear one. Where's the, here it is. And I use what's called, they call it German silver. It's basically copper coated with silver. It's less expensive. It doesn't tarnish usually. Now I just work off of a long piece instead of cutting it, since what I'm putting on these, it's not always the same size of something. You know, it's not always the same height. So this way I don't waste it. I just use exactly what it needs for what I'm working on. And then I can cut it as I go. And when I make my little beady people, I cut it, there's some wasted wire because I have to cut them longer in order to be able to hold on to things for when I'm working on it. So then I cut it 1/4 of an inch, the wire, and curl it up. And don't drop it. So I've talked about this before. My brother-in-law has cancer, and he goes for treatment every other week, every other Thursday. And he lives about 40 minutes away, and he comes to our town for his treatments. So I've been thinking I would go over and visit with him while he's having his treatment. And the last 2 times that he has gone, he's called me on his way home just to tell me that he loves me. And so I keep saying, I'm telling myself, I haven't said it to him, but I keep telling myself that I'm going to go over and visit while he's having his treatment. You know, they allow you to do that, and keep him company. So I told him yesterday, he went and he called me on his way home and told me he loved me. He's very sentimental at this point, so you know he does that a lot. Hi, Violet. My goodness, Violet, I haven't seen you in so long. So anyway, I decided his next treatment, which will not be this coming Thursday, but the next, I'm going to go visit. I'm putting it on my calendar, planning it as an appointment so I don't forget. Because on Thursdays, I'm usually at Ann's chat room, chatting with everybody. So I called him, or I sent him a message, and I told him what I was going to do. And he said, you don't have to do that. It's kind of miserable sitting there through all that. And I said, well, unless you are embarrassed or it's going to inconvenience you or whatever, I'm coming. He said, okay. So he gave me directions on how to get to it, you know, to the area at the hospital. And he said, now you don't have to stay long. You can stay an hour, 2 hours, whatever. Hi, Carol. And he said, but he said, and I would encourage you not to, because like I said, it's pretty boring. He says, but I sure hope you do. He said, because it gets lonely. So I thought right then, that's it. You know, I don't care what else I have to do. I'm getting there. So that's where I'll be Thursday after next. He is such a funny guy. He's hilarious. He really is. I've known him the bigger part of my life. And he's 5 years younger than we are. My husband's brother. And my husband's tall and has lots of hair. You know, his hair is really thick. And his brother is short and round and bald. So, but when they get together, your sides hurt from laughing because they're just hilarious together. And Ricky, ever since I can remember, even when he was a kid, because he was like 13 when we got married, ever since he was a kid, he always has done this to me. He'll start telling me stories like it's something that's really happened. And come to find out, it's just a big joke. You know, he still does it to me. He still gets me. I mean, I'm forewarned now, but it's still, you never can tell if it's a joke or something that really happened. They get us laughing so hard between the two of them. But yeah, if you're a praying person, keep him in your prayers. He's on maintenance. You know, it's not going to get better, but he's doing okay. Yep, the dogs are excited about something. My little guys are. Cammy, please stop. Yeah, right. Okay, there's that one. That's kind of pretty. Do you like the tassel on there? Bella, make your sister behave. What do you think? Is the tassel good or not? Not sure. I don't really have enough charms for these. I think I'm going to put them aside and just work on the smaller ones until I get some more charms. Oh, forevermore. Hold on just a second. I'm going to, if I can find my mouth, I'm going to mute you for a second until I get them settled down. If I can find it. Here we go. That's enough. It's probably delivery. I think I've got something coming from Amazon every day for the next week and a half. There's just a lot of stuff we needed. I'm going to go ahead and put things on these while I'm. Hi, Sherry. Oh, my word. Tell her, Bella. Go tell her to behave. Go tell her. Tell her she's being a nuisance. No, I like it on this little one. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I'm so happy to see everyone here this morning. I feel like I've been gone for a long time. and just came home and get to see all my buddies. Yeah, I like these tassels better on the short ones. It's pretty. I like that. Oh my goodness. Not going to put them on the key ones. Hold on, be back. Sorry about that. That's the way it is around here. Yeah, I'm not going to put tassels on the key ones, I don't think. Okay, could be without. I think that was... Oh, here's a butterfly. Now these tassels came from a big bolt of trim that I bought. I just bought it for the tassels. So I have lots of tassels now. I love tassels. So I've been putting them on my bags and different things because they're just so cute. Oh. Come on, cooperate. There we go. Oh, Anne? Well, you know, I've had several things that had to be biopsied on my neck and my head and a couple other places. And mine have always come back negative. They always think they're going to be positive. They tell me afterwards, of course, you know. Well, I really expected that to come out with a different result, but then it wasn't. So I just take it with a grain of salt every time. I'll certainly be thinking about you, though. These blue beads are really pretty. I can't tell it on the screen, but that doesn't match. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm ready for nice weather, warm weather. kids are in South Texas this weekend. I didn't even know they were going. So they're doing some kind of mission thing, I'm sure. So they're probably a little bit warmer. Although, might have been storming down there. Did it go as far south as Texas? Storm? Or did it just start to the east of Texas? I can't remember. What am I doing? I've lost track of what I'm doing. Oh. That's a little big to put on that little chain, so he'll probably have to. Oops. There's a little piece. You go on this. And you just have to rub it in, don't you? I shouldn't really complain. I quit complaining about the heat because for some reason I seem to get cold more now than I used to. I guess I'm just getting old. Well, I know I'm getting old. I guess that's part of it. Part of the reason is what I'm saying. I have the big 7-0 this year. Doesn't really seem like much now, but when you're younger, it seems like a lot. Now it just seems like, another year. You think, okay, what will I not be able to do this year? what am I going to have to stop doing this year? But there's always worse things. And all you can do is just keep it going. Because once you quit going, then that's it, I think. So I want to keep it going even if I'm on wheels or whatever. Still keep it going. I kind of like him. He's short, but I like him. I don't know if I want to put flowers on him or something different. I think I'll put flowers. And see if I can find some more of these to match. That's true, Anne. It's weird, isn't it? Another one. It's 43 here today, raining off and on. mostly on. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Let's put these on with the fish. The fishy, fishy, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. So now we're going to have squeaking, but that's better than barking. So, see, was I going to put a tassel on this one? I don't think. I don't think I will. These are very relaxing to do. Whoa. That was exciting though, wasn't it? And I guess I should make at least one little dangle. One little dangle. Pretty little beads. So I was looking outside, I don't know why, yesterday, looking out in the backyard and at the rain, I guess. And we have dense trees at the back of our property. And I saw 8 deer under the trees. I guess they were trying to stay out of the rain. Just walking along, minding their business. I couldn't tell if any of them were babies or not. I don't know if that's the right time of year for that. I should have looked to see if I had a appropriate charm for the fish. What's this? Oh, there's a porpoise and a jellyfish, a dog, a ship's wheel. Could have used any of those. I think he's good the way he is. Okay, Mr. Fish, there you go. Alrighty. Yeah, what are we going to put on this one? I think we're going to put, what is this? I guess we could put this pair of scissors. Hi, Mina. Welcome. I'm making journal jewelry, or dangles, whichever you want to call it. Let me show you one. Here's one right here. So it just has little charms and things on it. And then there's a key and a lock and a key. So I'm just making different ones like this, similar to this. Just having a relaxing visit with everybody. So glad you came. Thanks for coming. I don't come on a regular basis now. So if you want to be able to find me again, you can subscribe and ring the little bell, and that way it will tell you when I'm coming on, because I don't keep a regular schedule anymore. Okay, let's see. What am I going to put on with the scissors? What would be good with scissors? What's that? Oh, that's a little bird. How cute is he? Okay, a bird. A little alien or whatever. Oh, wait, maybe it's... Nope, it's an alien. There's a little person. Another little person, a heart. What's this one? A clover. There's not anything that really goes good. I guess I could put the person on there. That might be cute. Little person. All right, so make a little hoop on the end. Loop, I should say, not hoop. And I'm going to use one of these. Let's see. What color do I want? What color do I want? Let's see what else I have. Pinks would be pretty. I'll find some pink here somewhere. Here's some purple. Oh, look how cute that pink will go with these. Alrighty, now what am I doing? I'm gonna do this. So I have my loop on the end. I put a bead, another bead, and another bead. It doesn't have to be much of anything, just something little and sparkly. Doesn't even have to be sparkly. I just like sparkly. Where are you from, Mina? If you don't mind my asking. I'll make a couple of those. All I have are two of these big beads. Well, you know, there's probably some somewhere else, but I'm not going over there and digging that out. Oops. Now you could use eye pins to do this, and then you wouldn't have to make the little loop at the end, but I'm pretty much out of those in the right color. I used them all up on the beady people. And I think I'm going to make a couple of these too to go with. Kind of like that with the beads. Pretty cute. Oh, good, Janet. Thanks for letting me know. Janet from across the sea. I'll do one more of those. So I should be getting my new pliers pretty soon. By the time I get them, I should be able to get some beads so I can work on my tiny people, because that's really why I wanted my new, the new round nose pliers. I got some that go really small. The tips are really small, and I need that for those beady people, because they're small. I'm making two sizes now, a little bitty one, and the one's the same size I was making. So the little bitty ones need the smaller pliers, smaller tips. Whoa. Ricochet. Oh, Violet, I just saw what you said about the snow. That sounds beautiful. Not that I really want any, but it sounds beautiful. It doesn't affect me too much because, you know, I stay home most of the time anyway. If I need to go somewhere, my husband can take me, or he can just go get whatever I need, mostly. Okay, let's see now. I'll put him on first because he's pretty cute. Maybe. This chain is smaller, so it's harder to get the wire through there. Come on, get in there. There we go. Oh, Janet's gluing. Glue, glue, glue. Okay, so we're going to start with, which ones we're going to go where? Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I've really been enjoying sewing. At first it was like a mess. Everything was a mess because I had all this stuff out that I was working on, and it was getting overwhelming because I just had it in piles all over my work table, sewing table. So finally I stopped. I got out a folding table, set it up, got out some plastic baskets, and each thing I want to work on, because I have a lot of stuff already cut out ready to do, each thing I want to work on, I'm put in its own little basket. And so now they're all lined up nice and neat. I got the surface in front of them that I can work on if I have to cut something, and it's working a lot better. I just had too much stuff all over. I kind of like to do that. I like to get things ready so that all I have to do is sew. So I don't have to stop and cut things out and stop and find the interfacing or whatever, you know. It's just ready to pick up and sew. So that's where I've got it now, pretty much. So that makes it fast and easy and enjoyable to do the actual sewing. Get the grunt work done first. That's what I call it, grunt work. Sometimes it takes forever. Hi, Beth. Beth Schuler. Sometimes it takes forever to get the grunt work done before you get to the fun part, which to me is the sewing. So you just got to get it done. And if you do it in piles, or you know, if you do it like I'm doing it with the little baskets, so that it's all ready to sew, you start sewing, you forget about how long it took to get it ready, and you could just sew. But I think it's a lot easier, especially if you're doing a lot of the similar things, you know, you get it all ready. You don't have to concentrate so much on measuring and making sure you cut the right pieces and all this. You've already done all that. And if you have to leave the sewing, you can just leave it and come back to it, and you know, you don't lose your concentration on that kind of stuff. At least that's the way I am with it. Everyone's different. Okay. Well, that's pretty pink, but I kind of like it. I think it's okay. A lot of pink. I like it though. Here's a little guy, little man, little boy with a little hat. He's cute. And I think, just to break up the pink a little bit, I think I will put a tassel on that one. I have red and green and black tassels, but I'm almost out of them. I have a lot of these in this size, in two sizes. Here's the other size. They're similar colors. You probably can't tell the difference, but they are a little different. I'm having fun using these. Part of the fun is they're already made. I do have an awful lot of embroidery floss that I'm going to turn into tassels, though. I got some bird molds for my resin, and I specifically got them to make tassel tops out of. So I'll be doing some of those probably when it gets warmer weather. Okay, there we go. That one's done. I like it. I say that about every one. Oh. So let me see. I guess I'll do another one. I got two more of those roses and another scissors. Use this. Thanks, Janet. Hi, Lisa. Have you been here all along? I missed you, or you just came in? I could have missed you. If I did, I'm sorry. Glad you're here. I really like these rose charms. Those are pretty. I love everything about roses. If it's a rose, I probably like it. Not too particular. If it's a rose. Well, and I've got a new embroidery machine that I'm absolutely loving. I've played with it some. And I got a new sublimation printer, which all I've done so far is put the ink cartridges in, and that's it. That's all I've taken time to do. I need to sit down and play with that some. So I'm not lacking for things to do. I think we're going to do some purple. I found these. These go perfect with these little purple butterflies. I wish I had some little birds. I've used up all my bird charms. They're long gone. Let's see. Let's put some. Oh, I could put some of these flowers with that too. Oh, they're a little pinkish. We'll see. We will see. I've got 3 of these. I think. Oh, I have 3 of these. I think this purple is going to be really pretty, so I'm going to only put 1 purple butterfly. And what else? I'm trying to avoid going and looking for anything else. I don't want to go digging. This is the only thing I got from Temu so far that I'm not really crazy about. These little boxes. And I'll show you why. I like the size. I like the size of these. But they do not stay closed. They don't stay closed. Well, that's not purple. But other than that, they're nice. But I would not, I bought 2 of them. I wouldn't buy them again because they won't stay closed. Once they're in here, they're pretty much okay, I think. But when they're not in there, oh, here's something. I thought I had something else. This might be those same. Oh, those. So I would not recommend these little boxes. Okay, so 1. Oh, here's some more. Purple. Usually these are more purple. Those are kind of lilac. Yeah, I put my jump rings in the ones that lock. I've had too many. I was on a bead retreat one time, And I keep mine, usually I keep my beads in this kind of container. And feel pretty confident that they're going to stay locked. Well, I had them in a big case, and when I opened the case, it just tipped over. They fell out. I had like 5 boxes of beads like that came half open. There were beads everywhere. And we all just stood there and laughed because what can you do? There's not much else you can do. So I scooped them all up and put them all willy-nilly in the boxes. So they, didn't worry about it. Just when I needed something, I'd go find it wherever it was and take it out of there. If they land on their edge, they're going to pop open no matter what you do. But for the most part, they stay closed really well. I probably have 100 of the lockable ones. These are over on a shelf. Well, several shelves actually on the wall. But they're pretty easy to see. What's in the box. They're not totally clear, but they're clear enough where you can see what's in there. Thanks, Beth. They're certainly fun to make. Ow. These little butterflies are so cute. Well, I'm glad I didn't miss you, Lisa. I would have felt sad. Poor Angie, she was with us on Sunday with Ann, and we were so busy jabbering that we didn't even see her. Didn't even acknowledge her till we were almost done. And I'm like, oh no. Cut my wire too long. Oh, these are going to be pretty with the little flowers. Let's see, where's my wire? Yeah, she was. It wasn't on purpose, I just didn't notice her. Sometimes when you get to talking about stuff that you're interested in, everything else just kind of misses your attention. Alrighty, now, do I want to put, yeah, I do, I think, whoops. Yeah, I like it. Oh, Anne, while you're here and I'm thinking about it, did I send you your the um, picture that I made for you? Did I send that to you? I have looked everywhere and can't find it, and I kind of halfway remember sending it, but I don't know for sure. Do you know what I'm talking about? Your word for last year. If I didn't send it to you, I have no idea where. I've lost it again. I have looked and looked. Of course, no hope. Ah, okay. I'm gonna look some more. I've had to put it somewhere in with plans. I sure thought I did it. It's done. I know that. Ouch. Now where have I put it? Poor Ann. She knows better than to expect something from me right away. I am the worst when it comes to getting things sent. It will, but I'm just trying to think back. You know what I'm saying? It's getting worse all the time. I can't remember what I. Well, and this room has been turned upside down several times, probably since I had it in my hand. It hasn't been that long, but it's been. I've been moving stuff around. Whoops. So I'm trying to keep my wire trimmed to 1/4 inch because that makes just about the right size loop. If you make it too long, then the loop's too big and it doesn't come down all the way to the bead. So I'm trying to keep that pretty consistent for what I'm doing. It works pretty well. Every once in a while I'll get it too long. I've really been wanting to do some bead embroidery lately. But I've had other things going on and will have for a while probably. Whoa. Okay, Beth, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. It was nice to see you. I hope you have a good day. Brunch sounds pretty good. Actually, lunch sounds pretty good too. Somebody's got their cold nose down around my ankles. That's probably what they're thinking. They're not getting any lunch yet. When it rains, it always seems to disrupt them because they can't go out to go potty, so they have to go in the garage, which they like going in the garage, but just never seems the same for them. Little flower beads are so cute. I was really pleased when I got them, when they came, because you never know, you know, you never know what you're going to get. You think you do, but you don't know for sure. I wasn't too crazy about the little butterflies when I got them, but I like them a lot more now that I started using them. All right, now. I'm going to cut my chain about 4 inches long. One. Oh, what am I doing? I don't like this big chain for this. I want to make these shorter, so I'm going to go ahead and switch that chain out on the first rows. I don't want to use that big chain on it. Good grief, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh my. There we go. So what's everybody got going on the rest of the day? What time is it? Well, for me, it's 12:30. Still lots of time. Plus, I'll probably be by myself until later, so I'm probably just going to keep on keeping on down here in the dungeon, playing with my pretty stuff. Where is the... These are such good jump rings. You can't even see the join sometimes. Look and look and look. Use that for something else. Never throw chain away because you can use it for something. All right, there's that one. I have a lot of colored pencils and different brands. I mostly use, well, that just went right out of my brain. I mostly use Prisma. Prisma Premiers. Oh my goodness, how can I forget that? But I have some others too that have been put away in cases. And the other day when I was looking for something, I thought, why do I have these all in cases? I should be using them. So I got them out and put them all. So now they're all out here together so they can be used. I emptied several boxes from under my steps. What kind of sale are you having, Lisa? And so I've got cigar boxes and got those all out so they're easily accessible so they can be decorated up. I haven't done any of those in a while. They're fun to do. I used to do those a lot. Found some more magazines that I've put away. I don't know if the marketplace has a sale this weekend or not. She's probably still getting packages out from last month. Is that on your site, on your YouTube site, Lisa? Sorry, I'm halfway seeing everything. We have so many sales that we can participate in. It's really nice. Ah, come back here. Come back, come back. Okay, I like that. That's pretty. showed the girls yesterday some quilt. Where did I put them now? Some quilt blocks. Oh, there they are. Let me show you. I've decided that I'm going to get them quilted. Get them set and quilted. These are, I'm not sure who did these. It could have been one of my husband's relatives, or my mother-in-law could have even bought them, but they were in with her stuff when she passed. And this is all hand done with a blanket stitch, and this is stitched on with a sewing machine. And there's 6 blocks here. There's a little discoloration on some of the fabric, but I think it's going to wash out. But I think I'm going to go ahead and have it quilted. I'm not going to do it, just have it done. There's a quilt shop close by where she does it, and maybe get some, special quilting done on it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not crazy about, excuse me. Boy, I'm not crazy about the overall same design quilting. It always gets pulled for somehow. So I would like to do something a little bit nicer, maybe, than that. I mean, it's totally functional, but after they're washed and used so many times, and we do use them, they get snagged on, the thread gets snagged on stuff, I think, too much, including toenails. Sometimes your toe will get hung up in one of those threads, even if they're short toenails. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, Janet, I know my mother-in-law didn't do that because that's not her caliber of work. But one of her sisters could have, or a granny could have, or she might have bought them from somebody. My husband's grandmother, on his father's side, she was a quilter. That's all she did, day in and day out, was quilt. She lived to be, I think she was like 96 when she passed away. And she was I don't want to say she was hateful, but she had her own way of doing things, And when I first started dating my husband, and he took me to meet her, she lived in this little bitty house, not far from where we live now, but a little bitty house by herself with her 2 chihuahuas. And they all had asthma. She had it, the dogs had it. And she had her quilt frame set up in the living room, attached to the ceiling by cords. And when she wasn't quilting, she would take the cords and wrap it around the corner until, it went up to the ceiling as far as she could reach. And then it would be out of the way and you could walk around in there and stuff. But when she was quilting or piecing, all she had in that room was like 2 chairs. She had her chair, which was by the coal oil stove or heater, whatever you call it. That was the heat for her house. And she would sit right by it, and usually with the ball game playing. And she had a coffee can sitting down on the floor. I probably told this before. She had a coffee can sitting down on the floor, and every once in a while, she'd bend over towards that coffee can, lift up the dish towel that was laying over top of it, and spit, because she chewed tobacco or snuff, one or the other. And that was her spit can. So that's what she did. She sat there and quilted and pieced and chewed her tobacco and listened to the ball game. So the first time he took me to meet her, she was like, I thought she hated me. I mean, she wasn't friendly at all. She hardly talked, to me, and she just like looked like a cranky old lady. So I thought, well, if somebody doesn't like me, I try to go out of my way to be nice to them and what have you, until I find that no matter what I do, it's not going to make any difference. So it was probably like the third time maybe that he took me to see her to visit with him, and I said something. She said something about quilts, or he said something about quilts, and of course, I was always interested in everything. And I said, "Oh, you're a quilter," and that was it. After that, she loved me. She had to take out every single quilt that she had, and she had at least 25 quilts made, and in this chifforobe, just stacked up in this big chifforobe. She put every single one of them out on the bed and showed them to me. And after that, we were just big buddies. Nope, she didn't smoke a pipe. She did chew the nasty tobacco. Oh gosh, I hated that stuff. Hmm. But she was a case. And when him and I have a picture of him, of my husband, his dad, and his grandmother, and my daughter, all together in the same picture. And my husband looked just like his dad, only he was a couple feet taller, and they both looked just like her. They had this strong brow, Indian, American Indian looking, you know. And I always thought if he put on a headdress, you could have took a picture of him. He would look like he was from back in the Western days. But they look so much alike. He does look just like his dad, but he is a lot taller than his dad was. But yeah, I didn't have all that growing up. I didn't have my family like that. All his family, both sides of his family, lived in this area. Well, my husband chewed tobacco for a while, and he always carried around this little cup to spit in, and I hated it, and he knew I hated it. But he finally quit because he was teaching Sunday school, and he didn't think it was right, that it was the right thing for kids to see him spitting, chewing tobacco and spitting. So he quit, but he liked it. Ugh, I don't know how anybody could put that in their mouth. Ugh. Of course, I'm not a smoker. I've never been a smoker. I've never had any. My mother was a heavy smoker. That was enough for me. I didn't want to. So it was easy for me not to do it. I didn't care about it. But he did like chew tobacco. He never did snuff. Now my brother, who's about 3 years younger than me, he was a snuff person. No, he wasn't. He did the whatever's in the little can. Is that snuff or tobacco? I don't know. But he got throat cancer, and it was pretty serious. He's still living, but it was bad. Cammy, get off of there. Get down. Get down. You can't come over here. My couch down here in the craft area is up against the back of my table. So she's standing there looking at what I'm doing. So her head is right beside my monitor, right here beside my monitor. And she just kind of standing over the top of the colored pencils looking at what I'm doing. You can't come over here. Oh, this one's going to be pretty. The purple. These little ones are pretty. Look how pretty that is. Kind of a variegated purple. Probably not the right word. A little frosted. Oh my gosh. I had a algebra teacher, first year of algebra, who when he talked, he didn't chew, but when he talked, he spit. Not just when he got excited, but all the time when he talked, he spit. And it just made me sick. I used to have a really easy gag reflex. And everything would just make me gag. I could be looking in a magazine and see a kid brushing his teeth in an advertisement and I'd gag. It's not so bad anymore, but it used to be really bad. And it was all I could do to stay in the class. I mean, it was horrible. And I really think that's why it's only, I mean, I made straight A's in school. I was pretty proud of that. But algebra, I almost flunked out of. The only class I ever almost flunked. And I really think it was because he just made me sick. I couldn't concentrate on anything. It's kind of a gross subject. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my oldest brother, he looks like he's 100 years old. He's really thin, and whenever he had all the treatments done for his throat, they just automatically took his teeth out because it just rots them, you know. So they went ahead and did that before they even started. And he looks like a very, very old man because he won't wear his dentures. And he just looks really old. Very thin. But he still gets around. He does all right. These little purple ones are real pretty. Now let's see. A yellow one might be pretty. Where's the... Oh, I could put some yellow butterflies with it. And I don't know if I want yellow or clear. I think yellow. Ah. Okay. Yep, and that's what they would do. When I was a kid, there was a family that we would visit occasionally that they lived in a little town on the outskirts of Knoxville, Tennessee. And they were my mother had been friends with them for a long time. So once in a while she would take us there and we would stay, these kids would stay there for a while and play with all their kids. And they had it was kind of in the country, but not exactly. They weren't on a farm or anything. They were just, in a little town. And they had an uncle who lived out the back of the house. They had an outhouse. He lived out at the back of the house yard in his own little house. And they would have to take his food out to him, because he stayed out there. And a couple times I had took his food out to him. And he smoked cigarettes that he rolled himself, Prince Albert in the can, tobacco. And that was the most foul smelling thing I could ever imagine. It was so I can still smell it now. When I think about it, I can still smell that smell. That's how strong it stayed in my head. But it was just awful. I dreaded taking anything out to him because I didn't want to smell that. Because the whole little house, I mean, it was just like a little shed, the whole thing just reeked. You get up to the door, and of course I didn't have to go in, but you get up to the door and it just, oh, almost knocked you down. Da, 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 da. Isn't it funny how things like that stay in your brain? And years later, when you least expect it, it'll come back to your mind, and it's just like you were still there. I'm probably gonna stay on for about 15 more minutes, and then I gotta go feed the animals and get some lunch and what have you before I come back down and play some more. So I've really appreciated y'all stopping by and keeping me company. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thanks for coming. No problem. We're going to be here for just a little bit longer. 15 or 20 minutes. Maybe half an hour. What time is it? Yeah, probably half an hour. Or at least I will be. Not sure about everybody else. What their plans are. Excuse me. Probably should have ordered some groceries today. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'll get some tomorrow. Oh, I don't have anything to go on these. Let's see. What am I going to use? What am I going to use? I can put some scissors. My other scissors on pink. The other scissors are on pink. I'll put these scissors on the yellow. And what else? What else? What else do I have? I have these. They're kind of big. Oh, I know. Look at the. Well, here's a key I could use. That's pretty dark. I don't think I want that. Good size though. This thing's just about empty. And this is mostly. Oh, there's some scissors. I got plenty of scissors. Don't need more scissors right now. What else? Nothing. Okay. If I wanted scissors, I wouldn't have any. Now I got more than I need right now. Uh-oh. Someone is out the door. My camera's going off. Yep. UPS. UPS. Don't have any stuff. I'm running out. Nope. Just use these. They've been in here forever. These are cute. I've been saving these too. It's a little, like a whisk, and a spatula and a spoon. They're so cute. Little ladle. Not using those yet. Yep. think no. I had some of these out to do something with, and I think I'm going to use them. They haven't got anything put in them yet, but that's okay. I can still do the rest of it. All right, I'm going to do these first. Let's see. Here we go. Lisa, I'd be saying the alphabet 20 times a day. Some days it's worse. Some days I'm tired. If I'm tired, or whatever. I don't need that. I need this. It's just easier for him to get lost. Wow, I can't even see this. Where is it? Oops. No, where's the hole? Where's the hole? Yeah. So let me think. What came today? Pliers. No, it couldn't be pliers already. I don't know. I've got so many things on order right now for different reasons. Household stuff, a toaster. Had to order a new toaster. And I wanted to go ahead and get a toaster combination, a toaster and air fryer. But my husband doesn't like the idea of having to put his toast on a rack instead of in a slot. So I just said forget it and just got the toaster. Because ours is burning everything we put in it right now. And I ordered pliers, and he had a blower. He's waiting for a blower that he ordered. Some kind of blower motor. And I don't remember what else right now. Miscellaneous things. Oh, baby proofing. $8 months. You know what? Whenever you get new babies, when you're older and you haven't really had them in your house very much before that, for a while, it's remarkable how many things you have to go through and do something with just to keep them safe. Cammy, what are you doing? What are you eating? That dog. She puts everything in her mouth. I think it would have fit where the toaster was, Ann, but he just didn't like the idea, so I thought, no biggie, whatever. You know, when microwaves first came out, my husband was, we don't need one of those. I mean, this is when we were young, you know, not when he was old codger, but when we were young. He says, we don't need one of those. Just use the oven. So we didn't get one for a long time. And finally, we decided to get one. Now, if the microwave even threatens to have a problem, he's all worried about it. Well, I have the Instapot kind of thing. You know, it's not that brand, but and I bought a lid that you put on it, and it's a little air fryer. The lid, it's a different lid that you switch out, and it acts as an air fryer. But the basket's about this big around. You know what I'm saying? And there's just two of us. But if you want to make French fries or something in it, it takes forever, and it doesn't make very many. So I don't think it's very usable. But my daughter has the exact same one, and she makes chicken in hers all the time and loves it. In the air fryer part. I use my Instapot all the time. I'm hooked on it. Kind of looking forward to the weather getting warm so I could use the smoker outside. I want to use it to cook some onions to make onion soup with because I think it would be really good. Instead of cooking them on the stove. And I want to make some potato chips this summer. I keep saying that. We have this big propane thing, stove, I guess you call it a stove. It's just a bottle with a burner on the top of it. And I have these two big pots that came with it. One of them's really good for making chili for a nice group of people, and the other one's really big. It's really a turkey fryer is what it is. But we only tried that once, and we didn't really care for it, so we use it for other things. But it works really great for making like chili or potato soup or something, you know, like if you're having a big crowd of people over. And it can cook outside. So I want to make some potato chips in it. I keep saying that, but I haven't tried it yet. Okay, where am I? Tassel. Oh, have fun, Kathy. Thanks for coming. Cammy, what are you doing? Where are you? Cammy, come here. Cammy, come here. What are you doing? You got 15 minutes to be good. That's all. Just 15 minutes is all you have to accomplish. Oh. 8 months old. I can hardly remember that. Huh. Some days it seems like yesterday when I had an 8-month-old baby, grandbaby in the house. Now she's almost 16. Goes by so fast. She wanted a Stanley, a specific cup, a specific, not cup, what do you call them? Drink cup, you know. I can't think of what they're called. Anyway, she wanted a specific one, and they aren't cheap. It's not a Yeti, but it's almost cost as much. So she and her grandfather have been talking about it, and he's going to put some design on it for her, I guess. And so we finally got all the information, and we ordered it. About 15 minutes after I'd placed the order, her mother called and said, "Do not order that cup. That's ridiculous. That's way too expensive. She needs to find something different." I said, "Well, too late. It's already ordered." And she knows her father well enough to know that he's decided he's getting it for her, so that's the end of it, you know. Might as well forget about it. So that's either coming, that might have been what that was today. Today or tomorrow, I can't remember. He said this cup better last her for like the rest of her life. I'm like, yeah, right. Next month she'll be wanting something different, just like the rest of us. I'm real happy with the way these are coming out. They're very pretty. They're not hard to do. They just take a lot of time. Oh, that's a little witch on a broom. I don't know if you can see. She's pretty small. Oh, too shiny. Whoop. She just crash landed. uh, okay, that's a dolphin. Let's see. Here's a little girl. I might watch something on TV after a while. If my husband doesn't get home till later. Okay, this one's pretty cute. There we go. Now, what I don't know is, do I want to hang something from these? I have any. Three. Don't have any. Oh, I'm trying to see if I have at least. Oh, no, no, no. I need you. Don't fall. I need you. Where'd you go? Don't know where it went. One, two, three, four, five. I just need one more. Here's one. 6. Okay, now this is when I wish I had my new pliers. They aren't here yet. I can make a little teeny weeny. I don't know if I can do this. Let's try it and see. Ouch. Nope, this is too tedious. I'm not doing it. After all that, not going to happen. Too little. That's just going to stay like it is. Okay, now I can make some. Yep, did I lose my wire? Use my wire? Lose my wire? So I need some more wire. See, I just can't quite decide what these are supposed to be. A little bird. Maybe they're supposed to be Christmas ornaments. I don't know. Guess they could be whatever you want them to be. Cammy, where are you? And what are you doing? Cammy, come and see me. Cammy, come see me. Come on. Where is she, Bella? I hear her. I hear her doing something. No, it's too noisy to be paper. Sounds like it's a plastic lid or something, hitting against the floor. Gonna finish these two, and then I'm gonna go rescue the dog or whatever it is she's got. These two are gonna be real pretty. Ooh, my stomach is growling. Surprised you didn't hear that. You might have, I don't know. Just do one. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty. I feel like it needs one more thing. I think this is just in the wrong place. That's the problem. This one needs moved. There we go. Okay. There's the last two. So let's take a quick look. Quick look. There's a purple, another purple. Those are alike. Here is a blue with the butterfly. That one's pretty. Here's a little turtle with the green stone. Here are the reds with the rose charm. Here are the pinks with the scissors. Little pink flowers. And here's a purple with a butterfly and a rose. Gosh, I made quite a few, didn't I? Here's some yellow. Yellow turned out pretty nice. Nicer than I expected. And here's an orangey one with the butterfly. or the burnt orange. Here's another pretty purple, the rose. And another purple with the rose. And then here are the ones I had already started this morning. They're pretty similar. This one has a cat. This one has an apple. A horse. A horse. And an owl. And last but not least, a fish. There we go. That's a lot, much more than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yay! Well, thank you all for coming. And those that are still here, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Turn on your notifications if you're interested in coming back so you can see whenever I pop in. And I hope to see you again soon. And I hope you have a great day. Be kind to yourself and be kind to someone else. Goodbye.